Okay, what about David Cameron? Is he a good prime?
We're getting onto politics now. That's a naughty, naughty one.
Or lease in the morning.
What would you say inspired the songwriting behind Waves?
Oof, it's a tricky question. Lots of different things for different songs. For example, there's a song on Waves called Helium, and that was inspired by...
That's one of my questions.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh no, I've pinched it.
That's all right.
That's inspired by Stephen Fry was talking on QI about how helium, the gas helium, is running out, and once it runs out, that's it. And I thought that'd be really a really interesting metaphor for to turn to a metaphor for a song. So it's kind of about love and how much you have, and how much you can give until it runs out. But there's lots of other songs on there that are inspired by different things, and Yeah.
It seems to me there's a sort of album you'd listen to while driving next to a beach somewhere in the Mediterranean. Is that the sort of feel you had?
On the head. I'm a beach chick. I surf, and so Waves was really a title based on a lot of things. You have waves of emotion, and I kind of felt like the album was a bit of a journey in that you have in life ups and downs, much like a wave. And my love for the ocean really, and surfing. So it all kind of came together, and I formed this sort of summery sounding album.
It's good because I live next to Bournemouth Beach, so I walk
jealous.
along listening to whatever acoustic-y stuff.
Yeah.
And I'll be honest, I hadn't heard it until a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
And I listened to it, and the weather's been quite nice.
Yeah.
I listened to it, and I was just like, perfect.
Aww.
It's really nice to listen to. So you started life as a session musician.
As and a writer for other people.
I saw that.
So I started off kind of. It was a long confidence thing for me in that I was very happy to kind of do backing vocals and play for other artists, but it took a lot of confidence to actually decide to go out there and sort of do it on my own. I kind of built up my craft playing for other people. And writing for other people, and then I just decided to combine the two and do it for myself.
Would you say that it's made you like who you are today as an artist?
Definitely. I mean, the driving force behind my determination really was my mum, and when I lost her 3 years ago, for me that was the turning point. That was me realising how short life can be, and how just put everything you have into what you love to do.
That's it.
And I just, that kind of pushed me to do it. And I haven't really looked back, and it's certainly built me up to be the artist that I am today, and I hope that I'll, be ever growing, really. So.
Yeah. And how do you see yourself progressing as an artist?
I have plans already for my third album, which I'm so excited about. I'm not going to speak too soon, because things always change, but I think it's definitely going kind of back to my earlier influences somewhat, which is the James Taylor vibe, the Fleetwood Mac vibe, and combining that with the pop side that I've kind of got from Waves. So it's going to be quite an interesting mashup of inspiration, I think.
That's cool, because of course James Taylor, he's known for his sort of softer country style folk. Is that something that you could see yourself?
Absolutely. Some of the slightly softer songs on my first and second album, I guess, have sort of that soft acoustic vibe to them. Certainly. I think that style complements my voice the most as well. So
it's very soft sound, isn't it?
Yeah.
Which I found when I was starting out. Really, James Taylor really was the first thing that made me want to play guitar.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Do you enjoy the picky sort
he's
of
amazing,
side of it?
isn't he? Amazing.
He's a fantastic artist.
He's even got little tips and tricks on his website of how to achieve what he can play. Yeah, it's really cool.
Quality. Last one. So ACM.
Yeah.
It's got quite a few artists that have made it and so on. Is there any in particular that you have not worked with that you'd like to work with, or
From ACM?
Yeah.
Or, I know Ed Sheeran went to ACM, but he's kept that very quiet, I think. I don't know really. I love collaborating with other artists, and I think just as long as they're, you know, have the same aspiration and that they want to write a great song, and then, you know, I'm kind of up for a collaboration with anyone really. In terms of specifically from ACM, I don't really know enough people from ACM that are kind of, you know, touching on the stuff that I do.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's if anyone wants to, send me a message.
I asked you about helium. I was going to say what's it about. So, you supported a lot of different artists.
Yeah.
Have you got a particular favourite artist that you've supported? Like people are just behind the scenes that are really nice people, and you get on.
Ben Montague.
Ben Montague.
I'm going to say that in the next one. No, yeah, Ben's great. I've had a really great, in fact, at the Brook, where we are now, I supported Passenger for the first time when I first played here.
Yeah.
And that was a really quite a magical gig for me, because after my performance he asked me if I wanted to do an actual video collaboration with him, which was like, you know, it was just after I'd started doing it myself, so it was a huge confidence booster for me. And such a nice guy, you know, such a nice guy.
So I've heard.
Really down to earth, really just conscientious and kind. And I think when you get to a level where you're amazing and people are telling you you're amazing 24/7, it can certainly go to some people's heads, I think, and to him it just hasn't, you know, such a nice guy. So I really hope that if I ever get to that level I can stay that grounded. You have full permission to kick me if I don't.
Well, you seem to have kept grounded. If you played a massive stadium gig, who would you pick? Like as your?
As my support.
Yeah. So you can pick 3 artists or 2
Three.
artists.
Oh, can it be anyone?
Anyone ever.
Anyone. Jason Mraz.
Okay.
Jason Mraz, definitely. I don't know. I tend to like guy singers more than girl singers. So maybe John Mayer, just because he'll play some utterly blinding guitar solos that.
He is a very, very
He's
good
so
guitarist,
good.
isn't he?
I found this question. Jack Johnson. My
Jack
3
Johnson.
J's. Jack Johnson, John Mayer, and Jason Mraz.
So, okay, that's cool. But very beachy, surfy kind of stuff you've got going there.
Yeah.
Good sort of.
Maybe. Yeah, I think off the top of my head, those 3 probably.
Okay, that's cool. So who's your main influence as an artist? I can't even ask.
Again, very hard question to answer, because I was brought up listening to such a huge range of different artists and different music. So definitely some of the folkier kind of, you know, James Taylor, Joni Mitchell. Then my mum played the bangle all the time, so I got into like girls with guitars. And then, you know, my dad was playing things like Eric Clapton and Dire Straits. So it's weird. I think about my background of music that I listen to and the sort of music that I write, and it kind of doesn't really correspond so well. But I think it's for me more about a great song and great songs, and
You mentioned before Brook has a special place in your heart in terms of gigs you played. What is the best gig you've ever played?
One of my favourite gigs was actually quite a recent gig. I played on the main stage at Carfest, just recently gone 2015, and that was just before Take That went on. So it was really dark. There were 35,000 people there, and it was just an amazing gig. You know, everyone was really supportive. Chris Evans was there introducing us, and the fact that he supports kind of the unknown artists, and just before Take That go on stage as well, it really like meant quite a lot, I think.
Yeah, I see you gave quite a shout out to him.
It's just amazing. He really is a top guy. So that's probably one of my favourite gigs ever.
So So this year as well. It's
Yeah.
quite cool.
Yeah.
Have you got any venues that you used to go to as a fan that you really liked? Like maybe in a close, intimate one or a big stadium? You got a particular gig that you remember from growing up?
Well, I used to go to Shepherd's Bush Empire quite a lot to watch those different bands, and I did a tour a few years ago whereby I actually got to play on the stage there, and that was surreal, you know, getting to do that after having kind of admired bands from afar on the stage, so that was pretty cool.
Well, I played a open mic in front of 4 people in August, and I was nervous. How would you do it in front of 30,000, 20,000?
Less nervous in front of 35,000 than 30 people.
Really?
Less nervous. I've been trying to work out the psychology behind it really, and I think when it's that many people, it's almost like one person, because they're either going to really boo you or they're going to really like it. You don't really get like a half and half crowd when it's that big, I guess. Whereas when it's 35 people, you can see everyone's face, and I still get nervous, you know, and I think the day that I don't, I'll be worried, because I think nerves are I channel them into excitement. So I'm never kind of like, oh, I'm going to be sick, I'm so nervous. It's more like, you know, use this as like my driving force behind the performance I'm about to give. But I do get nervous, and I think it's because I care.
Yeah.
You know? I care if something goes wrong.
So you're conscious about the way you perform?
I guess to a certain extent. I mean, I tend to just let go of those worries the second I get on the stage.
Yeah.
But I do have that kind of nervous build-up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool, bit of a sound check going on.
Yeah.
I like that.
It's great.
I think that's pretty much all I've got.
Great, cool.
So,
Amazing. Well, thank you so much.
Thank
I
you.
hope that you've got something you can use.
I hope so. How long is a piece of string?
I think that's an infinite question, isn't it? Then we'll philosophise for hours about this discussion.
Well, it's half.
It's as long
half
as you want
until-
it to be.
Yeah, that's I like that.